When I think back to just a few years ago, like to have ranked choice voting on one state ballot seemed amazing. And now we're having this fascinating experience, or almost experiment, of very different flavors of open primaries and ranked choice voting and all candidate primaries for voters to consider. And that's just as the way why we call it an ecosystem in some ways more than a movement, is that it is a collection of groups with some shared interests that can come together for change. What we have experienced, though, is that there's a certain kind of entrenched party interest that is skeptical of change no matter what. And so it's like triggered some opposition there. But I think what it also has done is sort of united a message about all votes counting and all voters mattering, that ranked choice voting kind of defines the value in a really exciting way, because almost every ballot measure is slightly different and collectively very different when you look at each end of them. And which ones wins, which ones don't, which states pass them, which don't, what messages worked, what didn't. The problems in our politics are very much continuing, likely to get worse, sadly. I think there's hope that we can break from this cycle, this sort of fever that we're in. I think the incentives created by the current system actually make that very difficult. So we learn. We keep together, we find new supporters. Ranked choice voting, as one particular effort, has had its highs and lows, and they were lower highs and different kinds of lows before, but you just keep going.